at the 3.25 mile point. And like I said, all this out here used to be swamp and marshland, and occasionally it would flood and the water would come up over the river. I mean over the banks, because the Trinity does flood. And I don't know what these people are going to be close to, but over here you can see through the trees. There's Mount Arlington, the Arlington landfill, and this is, I guess, the beach in Arlington now. And this is all the Pavilion development. They got endorsed by the Audubon Society somehow, and what they thought they were doing, destroying a wetland for that, I don't know. I think it might be one of those 1-minute cities they're talking about, but that's probably just an afterthought. That's really people stacked on top of people, and they screwed the wildlife to do it. This place was much better off being a marshland and wetland for the animals, and it was a lot quieter too. So you get all these $1 million houses next to the landfill, which smells like garbage on a hot day. Now see here, there's a difference in the sidewalk here because there was a flood. You come up through here and there you can see there's a culvert there, but that couldn't handle the Trinity River. The Trinity River is big, and this is a floodplain. And here you can see this whole section here starts up. This whole section right here is new, and it was washed out by the flood. And they put this rock in here so the next time it flows over, hopefully, and I don't know what they think, that little culvert that they put in there is going to drain out here. That's not. They probably should have put that rock all the way along this curve here. We'll see. It's going to flood again. The Trinity River used to be a seasonal river, and that's kind of why the Chisholm Trail came through here. Jessie Chisholm was a trader, and he traded from Oklahoma to Mexico, and he brought his goods down here, and he knew where all the low water was, so he could cross with his wagons and merchandise to trade with the Indians. Jessie Chisholm was half Scottish and half Cherokee, and he knew like 40 different tribes and dialects, language. And through here were the Kiowa and the Comanche, and I think it was, I don't know who it was said it, but the Comanche was considered the best light horse cavalry in the world at the time. And now horses aren't native to North America. They were brought here by the Spaniards, and soon after their arrival, horses started getting loose, and American Indians started riding, and they became very good at it. See, this here is what it used to look like, and that swamp from here to that island went all the way to the island, and there was a little bit of pond here. Beavers lived out there, but the lake was nowhere near that size. They dug it out and built that hill over there where those houses are. Those houses are less than 3 years old, most of them. It's winter time, and this is the only time you can see into the woods. And sometimes you can see coyotes, and you know the coyotes will see you before you can see them. This is a long hot stretch in the summertime. It gets hot. I often get up early, 6 o'clock in the morning, to walk, because by noon it's just too hot. It's 105 degrees and you're sweating big time. But it really is just a long, peaceful walk. You can see out here, this is mostly what we call cedar elm. It's apparently been left to regenerate by itself. Normally you'll see a lot of cedering with the elm trees, but you don't here. Now they're in here, they're trying to trim up the side of the trail. They mowed this all down. Normally it's about 3 feet high of grass, and but in the wintertime it all dies back, and you can actually see down there, way down in there, there's a bank, and you can see the other bank of the river. Pretty quiet today. I think most of the jets are taking off north of the airport. The wind has been that way. It's been blowing in from the north for 4 days, and now it has switched over from the south. Now whether that makes it easier, I don't know. Whether they fly into the wind or against it. Right now there's no wind, which is very nice. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know if you look crooked. Is that better? That looks straighter. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go here, and I'm gonna continue, but I'm gonna put it on another vlog. I hope everybody's having a nice day. I know I am. I'm going to the Magic Mustang Top 10 Saturday night. They take horses from public lands, Mustangs, and the contestants get to work with them for 100 days to teach them skills so they can sell them in the auction and give them homes off the public lands where they're overgrazing. So it's a really good deal. If you ever want to adopt a Mustang, that's where the auction is, and they have it every year, and they don't just let anybody get them. You have to be able to show you can provide for them. They're not going to end up in the glue factory. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Have a good one. Adios.